What's going on, YouTube? I am back for another reaction. If you've never seen my face before, my name is Carrington. I am a singer, songwriter. Uh, I do a lot of creative things, and I wanted to come back to YouTube doing reactions because I listen to a lot of music as a musician. And so I wanted to share my reactions with you guys and start a dialogue. One, so you can kind of get to know me better, and two, to see what you guys think and what you're listening to. Come over, come over, come over, come over, come over, come over. If you couldn't tell by the title, today we're going to be checking out Willow Smith's new album called Lately I Feel Everything. And if you're not aware, Willow kind of came out of the gate punching with Transparent Soul. And if you haven't been listening to Willow lately, I feel like Whip My Hair was like the big, hey, Willow makes music. And then she hated that. Or I'm not going to say she hated it. There was a time where she really enjoyed it, and then she got over it pretty quickly. And if you can find it, I believe it's on YouTube. There's an interview that Will Smith did that was very funny about how Willow told him that she didn't want to do the whole Whip My Hair thing anymore. They were actually on tour. And from that interview, I kind of fell in love even more with Willow. Like, Willow was a baby at that time. She was a child. And kind of watching her grow through her musical evolution, I guess is the best way to put it. From like the Whip My Hair was very like poppy, I would say, and then she went into like this acoustic, more indie, very like my chakras are aligned. I got my lemon ginger tea. I know this isn't a lemon ginger tea album, but I still wanted something to drink while I was on camera, so that's all this is. It's not adult juice this time, unless my camera tries me again, and then I'm gonna have to, whip something out. But mm, yeah, so we're here to talk about Willow's new album. I'm very excited about it. I listened a little bit to Willow stuff with the indie, like people say certain groups of people singing cursive, like that is what that music was giving me. And it's not that I didn't like it. There are some songs that I really did enjoy. But Transparent Soul had me by my neck. Like, me and my boyfriend listened to it day in and day out for a couple of weeks, probably. Um, and I loved it. I watched the music video. I loved that. And I was very excited from that point forward about what Willow was doing, what she was going into. And if you've ever paid attention to Jada, beyond her acting, she also had like a punk, like metal band, a rock band. And so I thought, with this, is this Willow stepping into that genre? Now, I've only heard Transparent Soul off of this project, so everything else I'll be going into blindly. It looks like it's 11 songs, and it's 26 minutes. 26 minutes, 9 seconds. Which, I mean, maybe it's not an album. Maybe it's like an EP. 26 minutes seems super short to me. And I know that people's attention spans are getting like tinier and tinier, but growing up listening to albums, like really sitting with entire projects, for me was like a beautiful thing. To this day, I love an album from start to finish. So I wonder if she purposely um had the album this short, or if there were like management saying like, we want to keep it within a certain, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna listen. We're gonna listen and see, what we give Willow Smith's Lately I Feel Everything. I love the title. See what we give the album. So I hope you guys enjoy. If you're new here, please like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. It really helps out the channel. And let's get started. So I'm gonna skip Transparent Soul because we've heard that. We've heard that a lot. What I will say about that is I believe that people were so addicted to that sound, similar to Hollywood, in the way that they're playing on nostalgia and recreating, rebooting a lot of films. I feel like a lot of musicians, a lot of producers are doing the same thing. And Transparent Soul really gives Paramore. It like right up their alley. It puts me back in like middle school, high school, like that was what we were listening to back then. And so I think it is what drew me to the project so much, because it felt like something I had heard before. I feel like that's where she's going with this album, but we will see. So Transparent Soul, song number 1 off the album. Great song to start the album with. Complete bop. Number 2 is a song called Fuck You, and maybe an interlude. It's only 37 seconds long, so let's see. Okay, so that was like 25 seconds of Fuck You. Um, and it really gives me like Scott Pilgrim vibes, or like that type of movie. It's very like some girls in their garage creating a band, and there's not a lot of structure to it, but somebody broke their heart, and they're not having it. So I don't imagine more from this. Now, song number 3 is Gaslight, featuring Travis Barker. So already it seems like Willow is talking to somebody specifically. An ex, somebody maybe she still has feelings for. It seems very like punk Taylor Swift, but like a love letter, or maybe a hate letter to somebody in particular. Yeah, I haven't heard of like Willow dating anybody like famous, so I wonder who she's talking about. Also, Travis Barker's drums are so specific. Like, even if his name wasn't even if his name wasn't listed on the track, I feel like I still would be able to tell it was him playing. Anyway, let's listen. It's interesting where her voice is placed. Like, I loved it for Transparent Soul, and I don't know if I love it here. And I don't know if there's like an effect on her mic, or they're doing some kind of like vocal modulation. But I'm not obsessed. I'm not obsessed with it. I like the energy of the song, and being 3 songs in so far, I can't wait to see this live. Like, if she goes on tour, I would love to see this performed, because I feel like the energy is so high, and I think it'd be a lot of fun to see her, do her thing on stage. Like, from the performances that I've seen, especially recently, I don't know if it was Jimmy Fallon, maybe. She was performing Transparent Soul, I believe, and she went into a punk rendition of Whip My Hair, which was lit. And in the middle of her guitar solo, she had a barber come out and cut her hair in the middle of the performance, which was nuts. So I can already tell that, like, excuse me, the energy that Willow is on for this project is going to transfer very well on stage, and I'm excited to see what she does in like a live concert setting. And I think that the audience will go nuts for this. So, but I'm not in love with what they're doing to her voice on the track. Oh, okay. That was an abrupt ending, and it went straight into "Don't Save Me." Yeah, it. I liked I like Gaslight. I didn't love the vocal production, but the track itself is dope. I The track is only a minute and 49 seconds. And then Don't Save Me, the next track, is only a minute and 53 seconds. Like, this is demo territory to me. This isn't even like full track. And again, I haven't listened to it all the way, so maybe that was the idea, but I want more. I want more. Track number 4 is Don't Save Me. I like the transition straight in to, like, from Gaslight to Don't Save Me. Okay, like off the rip, I'm 46 seconds in, so I'm halfway through. I it was giving me like for 2 seconds Charlie's Angels tease. Um, in like the first, and I'm talking about like the Cameron Diaz, Lucy Liu, uh, Charlie's Angels, not whatever they just released. No shade. But it was there was a song called like "Smack My Bitch Up" by Prodigy, and I really thought she was gonna go in that direction with the song, and it's not quite there. It has a more like laid back, chill groove, which is also fine. Also, I like her vocal delivery better on "Don't Save Me" than "Gaslight." Um, but yeah, I think it's dope so far. I was pleasantly surprised that it didn't go in the direction I thought, what I heard, and now we're somewhere else. Also, really, what this project is giving me, I'm 4 songs into an 11 song project. It's really giving me like bedroom studio rock band. Like, I know Willow is affluent and like she comes from money, but it almost seems like the project was made in a more indie fashion, which it doesn't sound bad. It just sounds indie to me, which isn't a problem. I'm an indie artist. This is where I make my music, so I get that. But I would be interested to see the process behind Willow making this album, because it doesn't seem as polished as like a high end studio album. And maybe that is what they were going for. Like if I'm making like a punk rock pop album, then I want to go for that sound as well. Now, this groove at the end, nuts live. Yeah, no, Don't Save Me is a bop. And the vocal delivery, the band, nuts. Naive is next. And now we're mellowing out. It's 2 minutes 50 seconds, so we're moving in the right direction for song length wise. Okay, so this just popped in my head. Sorry, I keep pausing it. But this is very chill, and I don't know why my brain went to this, because maybe not this track specifically, but I would really, really love to see Willow Smith and Chloe and Halle do some kind of collaboration. Um, First of all, Chloe and Halle's harmonies are out of this world, and I'm gonna make a separate video talking about them, because I feel like not enough of you are giving them the flowers that they deserve. But harmonies out of this world, musicality out of this world. They are mentored by Beyonce, who is, the queen bee. And I feel like Willow is just so cool. Like, I would like to see what those three could make together. Anyway, let's keep listening to Naive. I'm hoping for like a big build. Okay, so at the beginning of the track, and we're about halfway through at 1 minute and 30 seconds, I was a little weary. It was like the album seemed to be creeping up to like a peak, and then I thought this was gonna be like the lull, but no, not at all. Like Naive is dope. I like this a lot, and I kind of want her to repeat the chorus twice. Like I feel like I don't get enough of it one time through. Look at me twice. It feels good to hear it again. I like this big stacked vocal. It's like Willow singing to the audience and the audience singing back. Again, this is gonna be nuts live. I mean, the album will be nuts live. Yeah. Naive is a bop. Lipstick is next. Okay, so Don't Save Me, Naive, and Lipstick's vocal deliveries have been excellent, flawless. What the fuck was going on Gaslight? I don't know why I don't like it. Maybe I need to go back and re-listen. I didn't like the delivery. But Lipstick is kind of nuts. I want to start a rock band. I'm gonna give y'all a pop punk album. Also, hats off, because Lipstick is 3 minutes 12 seconds. We talking about full songs. This is what I'm talking about. I feel like I have a second to get lost in not only the world that the song is building, but the album when the songs are full length, unless it's like, you know, an interlude or the song calls for shortness, like the song Nile from the Gift album that Beyonce did for Black is King, and like the Lion King movie. But it is purposely short to have you like craving more. She did that on purpose. Jay-Z in Beach is Better, it's like 55 seconds because it is like he said initially that it was like you know, vacations never last long enough. You're always like, oh, I could stay on vacation a little bit longer. And so that was what that song was supposed to be like. And so if she purposely was doing that for a reason, then, you know, by all means, I'll shut the hell up. But if not, if it's just like trying to appeal to this like TikTok bite-sized, like, you know, a song needs to be hooky in the first 15-30 seconds, which I don't feel that's not what I'm getting from these. I do feel like they're short, but not for the sake of like TikTok. I think these will do well on TikTok, but I don't think that's what she's doing. But there are some people, some artists, not gonna name names, who are playing the TikTok game, and that's no shade to them. There's a lot of money to be made, but I just, as a person who enjoys albums, I'm looking for album material. Anyway, Lipstick. I think this is my favorite song so far. I wish there was a harmony there, but she sounds so good. Her vocals sound like ethereal on top of this like grungy, like gravelly band, and I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad she went here with that. You don't often get to see like a black woman doing this, and I love it. I love it. Yeah. Lipstick is a bop. I like that a lot. I'm gonna have to go back and really listen to like the lyrics to see what she's talking about. I got so lost in like the groove and like the atmosphere that the musicians were making that I heard the words, but I wasn't like processing the story that she was trying to tell in the lyrics. So I look forward to going back and like listening again, but that is definitely my favorite song so far off the album. Come Home is next. I'm a slut for some good harmony. Yeah, a bop, a bop, a bop. Again, 3 minutes, 38 seconds. We're talking full song here. I love this. I love it. This is gonna go nuts in like an arena. Like, even if it was a smaller venue, they are gonna eat this up, Willow. This is. I love this so much. The harmony, whoever the featured artist is, I don't want to mispronounce your name. If that's who's singing the harmony with Willow, or like they're going back and forth, compliments Willow's voice so much. Yeah, bop, bop, bop. That is now my favorite song. That and Lipstick. Come Home, Lipstick. This is forever. This seems like the moment in the album where everybody whips out their phones to do like the light thing. It's very mellow. It's very sweet. It seems like a coming of age album of heartbreak, of just being in love and being young. Like, I love it. Sing, Willow, sing. And just like that, it's over. It's only 2 minutes and 41 seconds. And I wanted more, Willow. I wanted more. Still a bop. Still, I loved it. Extra. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Extra is next. 2 minutes, 21 seconds. Come on, Toni Braxton, down there in the basement. No shade to Toni Braxton. I love her. The drums. The drums. Nuts. Tierra Whack. Tierra Whack. We stand. We stand. That was nice. That was nice. I'm okay with this song being a little shorter because the drums are nuts. I mean, the drums throughout the entire project have been nuts. But it was nice to give Willow her time and then give Tierra her time and then just end with the chorus. Loved extra. Love it. I love Tierra Whack. This is Grow featuring Avril Lavigne and Travis Barker. I saw that Avril and Willow were working on something, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And because I knew the album was coming, I didn't want to listen to too much. I wanted to really go into it as ear naked as possible, if that makes sense. But love Avril, and Travis Barker is back, so I'm excited to see what they come up with together. 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Super short again. Okay, right off the bat, we're in 14 seconds, and again, this is no shade, but it's really giving me like a Nickelodeon show opener, like iCarly or Ned's Declassified. No shade. That's where this took me. Or it could also be like As Told by Ginger, which was a bop, the opening number. Or what else? It just sounds like one of those, like a show theme song. It was cute. Not my favorite song off the project. And the last one is Breakout featuring Glazer. This is the last song on the album. This one's interesting. I don't know if I am in love with this. From the like megaphone effect on the voice to the switch up in the drums. Sing. So I like it for the lyrical content and how like freeing and expressive it feels. It definitely feels like there are those like, they're not parks, but you can go to like junkyards and pay to like smash things to like, people do it for like self-expression or like to get a bunch of anger out. That's what this feels like. It feels like the theme song to one of those park, or like a montage of people like smashing things at one of those parks. So for what it is, I appreciate it. But is it my favorite? No, not at all. I think overall that the drums shined throughout the entire track, which I think is a purposeful choice from having Travis Barker feature on at least three of the songs. That was obviously deliberate because they drive the entire project, in my opinion. I liked it. I liked the project overall. I do think it was too short, personally, for my taste for an album, but I don't think it was bad by any means. Top tracks. Top three in no particular order: Come Home, Lipstick, and Forever. But I really also enjoyed Extra and Don't Save Me and Naive. So those 6 were my favorite. Transparent Soul will always be a pop to me, so I'll always love that. Fuck You, I could leave. Gaslight, I could leave. Glow, I could leave. And Breakout, I could leave, personally. But overall, I see what she was, going for the project, so I tip my hat to you, Willow. I know it's not easy by any means sequencing an album or, coming down to like a final set list, because I'm struggling with that right now. But yeah, more power to you. I loved it. I'm going to continue listening to the music. If I had to give it a rating, I mean, you know, what are y'all here for? I'm going to say, a B minus. I know I'm throwing out B minuses everywhere. The vocal delivery on some of these songs really hit it out of the park for me. And then some of the choices with the effects, not so much. So that's what I'm sitting at a B minus. But again, I love Willow to death. What did you guys think? Will you listen to this album based on my review, or have you already listened to the album? And do you disagree with the score that I gave? Do you think it's better than a B minus? And if it is better than, please tell me below. I would love to discuss. Like, not in an argument. Like, I'm not trying to get into a fight with the Willow stands. I don't know what y'all call yourselves. Because I do appreciate and I love the music. But this just wasn't my favorite thing that I've... this might be my favorite thing as far as entire projects that I've heard from Willow. But I still think that we haven't seen the best of what she has to give. And so that's why I'm going to say, like, a B minus, maybe a C plus, if we're being very critical. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I would love to hear from you guys and to, you know, have a dialogue. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, if you want to check out my socials, all of them will be here. And I'll be back next Tuesday with another reaction, maybe sooner than that. You guys tell me, like, is one video a week enough? Did you want to see my face more than that? Is it just music reactions you want me reacting to? Like, you know, this is pretty much an open forum. Don't get out of pocket, though. And, you know, we can talk about it. So, yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.